and I hope you all have a really wonderful weekend and happy Monday to all of us here. We have Samantha just joining, Nishu, Bettina, and a lot more. Really nice to see all of us today. And this is Pam. I'm so happy to be here with all of you as your inner peace moderator. And our program normally will start with some of meditation talk, sharing tip and trick from our teaching monk. And then we will have a guided meditation and followed by Q&A session. So you can ask questions, sharing your meditation experiences or any doubt related to your meditation practice. And today I'm so honored and happy to have Monk Daniel here with us. I think he's been away for quite some time. So we're gonna hear more from him. And I believe everyone here looking forward to his teaching and sharing their meditation wisdom talk. Let me see if our teaching monk are ready. Okay, I believe everyone are ready as well. So without further ado, may I please invite everyone pay respect to Monk Daniel by bowing 3 times together. First bow, second bow, and third bow. Welcome back, Monk Daniel.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. It's good to have the chance to meet each other again every Monday on Mind Stories. Hopefully, whatever monk comes on Monday, we still come anyway. Or if there's no time to come on Mind Stories, at least you still spend every day meditating. Mind Stories is just a way to remind you and be a safe space for you to take a break without going too far. Luckily, nowadays we have technology. We can use it as a benefit for us because we don't always have time to go on vacation. But hopefully, this program is like a space for us to take a break, go on a mini vacation inside as we meditate, close our eyes, and take the time to remind ourselves that we have a special place inside of us every time we meditate. So I hope this is a habit that we're building, whether it's for many of us are familiar faces that I see, whether it's our lovely moderator, Miss Pam, every time, always here, right? And all the other people, whether it's Van, Samantha, Bettina, and many familiar faces who I see all the time, Li Shu, and Frankie. So many people. They always make a habit to come and meditate. And this is the most important thing because the habit that we are building to take care of our mind, take care of ourselves. And doing so, we take care of everything else in our life because the mind is the most important thing that we need to take care of, as well as our body and everything else in our life. But sometimes most people take care of everything else and leave their mind for last. So let's not make that our habit. We should make a new habit that used to be us, but now we have to make a new habit of, I need to look after my mind first. And in doing so, everything else will kind of fall into place as we put our mind in the right place. And this is something that my master is emphasizing for everyone, whether you're a monk, whether you're an everyday person, it doesn't matter. You still need to take care of your mind. And you don't have to wait to be a monk, wear a robe to do that. Obviously, being a monk has some benefits to be able to do it more. But as a person that's not a monk, you can still meditate. And you may even meditate even better in some situations. So the most important thing today is we'll take some time to meditate together. And we have any time for a Q&A, we can also expand on that. So it's good to have the chance to see everyone again. I hope everyone is doing well and having the time to continue meditating, whether we have the guidance from whoever. The most important guidance, or the person who is with you the most, is yourself. So hopefully you're checking in on yourself often, looking at yourself often. A lot of times we look outside. It's normal. We have that habit of looking outside more than looking inside. And I think that's normal for most people, but for us, we should elevate ourselves to be deeper than that. It's the concept of, I don't want to say it's the concept of Buddhism, but the Buddha emphasized on it a lot. But I feel like it should be a concept universal for everyone to stop trying to change everyone else and change yourself first. Look at yourself first as a habit. You'll be a lot happier because you can control yourself more than you can control others. And that's the problem. Sometimes we get a lot of suffering because we want someone else to change, right? Or we want a situation to change. And we can't really control those things completely. But the one thing that we have a lot of control over is ourselves. So I think we look at ourselves more and see what we need to improve on. By meditation is a good step. Because when you close your eyes, you'll realize, oh, there's a lot of stuff going on in my mind. Or there's a lot of stuff I have feelings, emotions, thoughts, right, that we never knew were there. And you may notice that when you come on a meditation retreat, or even in this session tonight or today, that when you sit, if today was busy, or this week was busy, or some thoughts that you never thought about may pop up. And it's normal. It's normal because your mind is the best recorder. Even though you may say, oh, I have short-term memory, or, I can't remember what I ate this morning, or I can't remember this or that. I'm very forgetful. But when you sit down and meditate, you may realize, oh, I remember a lot. And it's true, your mind remembers a lot. It's just that what we choose to focus on, and that stays with you, or it pops up when your mind starts to have the chance to quiet down. Those things are going to pop up. But for now, don't worry if those things pop up. Remember our method. Remember our methods that we've been practicing here, right? It's easy. Is pick the method that works for you. You may have so many methods, but I want you to keep it simple and go back to the basics that we've been talking about since day one until now. Does that method keep you mindful? And does that method make you relax? These two things are equally important. But I want you to emphasize relaxation because most of us know about mindfulness. You have to be mindful, yes, but you have to be mindful that the thing you're doing is relaxing as well. Otherwise, you're not helping yourself. So today, when we have the meditation together, think of the method that you're using, and not just think about it, but feel when you use it, is it helping you? Is it the method that works for you today? Because every method that we use it will be different according to the session, or even in that session as time goes by. So you have to feel, okay, the method I'm using, is it working for me? Am I enjoying this meal? Think of it like we're about to go to a nice restaurant together. We sit down at the table, or even before you sit down at the table, right? You have to pick the table you enjoy in the restaurant. This is like VIP reservation. The whole restaurant is yours. Pick your spot. Do you want to sit on the window? Do you want to sit outside? Do you want to sit inside? It's up to you. It depends. This goes to how you sit, your meditation posture, whether you're sitting on a chair, sitting in your room right now, in your bedroom, or in your space. Make sure that space is comfortable, is relaxing. You want to sit there. You feel comfortable there, right? And now that you sat down, you found your favorite spot in this restaurant, in this place, you get the menu, right? And you order what you like. Order what you like. Some of us maybe are vegan, right? We want to have a vegan option. Some of us are, okay, I want to have something else, or I want this menu, or I feel like I enjoy this kind of food. Everyone has their own preference, and you pick that. No one's ordering for you. You have your free will to order what you like, because You're the one paying. But for the meditation, it's free, right? So you're ordering what you like. You don't go to the restaurant and you order something you don't like, right? Otherwise, you're wasting your money, right? You're wasting that time out. You're not going to enjoy your meal. You're not going to enjoy your time there. So it's the same thing in the meditation. Treat it like that. The method that you're going to use, that you're going to enjoy, that you want to eat, pick it. And maybe after you finish that meal, you want dessert, so you order something else. It's the same thing in the meditation. As time goes by, you have to change sometimes. Maybe in the beginning you liked this method, you finished it, and now you feel different. You feel different, right? Maybe you feel like full. If you feel full, you probably don't need to order dessert, right? Don't follow your friend. Maybe your friend wants to order dessert, but you are full. If you order and follow them, now you're going to start to suffer because you're going to overeat, right? And you're not going to feel good anymore. It's the same thing in meditation. Follow what you feel. Okay, now I feel still, I feel calm. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to eat anything else. I don't need to order anything else. Same idea. But as time goes by, okay, I'm starting to get hungry again, or my mind's starting to get busy again, my mind's starting to get distracted again, I order something else. Yeah, I think I'm getting sleepy. Maybe I need to order a coffee before I leave so that I can wake up, for example. So the same idea in the meditation. Oh, I'm starting to feel sleepy. I'm distracted. Maybe I need to add more mindfulness. Let me get the visualization. Let me use the mantra. Let me bring something up like that. So it's like you order something else. But again, when you order something else, maybe I like to order matcha. You like to order espresso. You want to order Diet Coke or something like that. It's up to you what method you want to use, what you want to order, what you enjoy. This is something I want you to make a habit of. And it's going to make your meditation a lot more pleasant because it's going off, you have to go with your feeling, not what someone told you or what you think logically. Sometimes it's like you have your own plan going into it, and the plan's not always going to work. If like it's not always going to be like step 1, step 2, step 3, option A every time. You have to adjust to how you feel in the moment. And there's so many variables of how you can feel in the moment according to what happened in that day, what happened in the past, how you're feeling today physically and mentally. So there's no like, you can go into the meditation with a plan, but at the same time, you have to be ready to change that plan. And the way to change that plan correctly is using your feeling. So I want you to get in tune with your feeling more and trust in yourself more. And think of it like I just talked about, is that you're going to a restaurant, order what you like. I'm just like your server. You can order from me. I'll give you some suggestions. This is like the house special. This is like the best meal, right? Or this is option 1, option 2, option 3. Today we have this option, this special, but you have to pick what you want. Maybe you want to order 2 things, that's okay. There's no limit, it's up to you, okay? It's up to you what you want to order. But as long as it's okay, maybe you order it and you taste it and you don't like it, right? So what do? You order again. Order again. Right now everything is free. You can change, there's a promotion, okay? So don't be worried that I can't change. You don't like the method, change to one that you enjoy. Taste all those methods. And sometimes if it's not working or you don't feel like it's comfortable anymore, you have to readjust. Maybe you have to go to a different spot or get up, adjust, and come back. It's okay. So it's the same idea. So let's take some time together to meditate. And after that, if we have any more questions or comments, we can continue, okay? So let's take some time to meditate together. So like always, as we start our meditation, no matter how many times we have started, no matter our experience level, and especially if it's our first time, don't be in a rush. It's not a race. Take it easy, take it slow. Take the time to adjust and start correctly is more important. So as we close our eyes softly and gently, reminding ourselves that it's time to sit, to relax, and everything else that we want from our meditation will happen. As long as we put our body and our mind in the right place, with the right method. The right method begins the moment we start to relax our body and relax our mind. So right now, take the time to adjust our body, relaxing, releasing, allowing ourselves to relax from our head all the way down to our feet. Taking the time to mentally scan whether it's the muscles in our face, relaxing our eyes, allowing our shoulders to drop, making sure that our arms are relaxed, relaxing down our back, our legs, and to make sure that our body is relaxed and there's no hidden tension or tightness, we can simply breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in the relaxation and exhaling slowly, allowing all the tension, all the tightness to leave, to fade away, to disappear. And take a moment to appreciate our breath and realize how relaxing, calming, soothing breathing can be. Taking a moment to smile to ourselves, smile to welcome in this relaxation, smile to ourselves that we've given ourselves the time to rest, given ourselves this opportunity to relax. As we feel that our body is relaxed, we may notice that the more we relax, the lighter we may feel. This is why relaxation is important physically and mentally. The more we relax the body, the easier it will be for our mind to be still, to be calm as well. As our body becomes relaxed, we can softly and gently focus on our mind, putting everything aside, whether it's our family, our responsibilities, putting everything aside for a moment, because now it's time for us to put our mind in the right place. Because when our mind is in the right place, everything else will fall into place. So don't worry about the outside for now. Let's connect to the inside together, mindfully, relaxingly, by bringing our mind to the present, using the method that we enjoy, whether it's to repeat in our mind the mantra, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Samma meaning righteous, Arahang meaning purity, allowing that sound to repeat, to resonate consistently, comfortably, at whatever pace that you enjoy, allowing the sound of the mantra to be like a lullaby or like a peaceful song, calling your mind back home, helping to keep your mind in the present, softly, gently, contently. Or for some of us, we may enjoy to use something visual, especially if our mind is being distracted by different images. We can pick our own peaceful image, a one that we create in our mind without using our eyes. The way we can do this is by using our feeling. As we imagine the sun, the moon, an ice cube, a crystal sphere. Imagine an object in a way that you can feel it. Feel the presence of that image as if it's with you. We can imagine it inside of us, outside of us, as a starting point. The key is to stay with the image consistently and comfortably. Don't worry about the clarity. If we can imagine it, we can imagine it however we like, wherever we like. And it'll be easier to stay with the image if you can put a feeling to it. Feeling and seeing will go together. You can imagine the crystal sphere like an ice cube, feeling cool, having an aura. You can place that image inside of you, in your hand, or however you like. For some of us, if our mind is starting to become calm, or at any moment that you feel that your mind is becoming more calm and still, then we don't need to do anything. Because in the end, we have to get to the point where we can let go completely. All the different methods are just a tool to help our mind to get to stillness. So for now, we have to find the balance for ourselves. The balance being not being too loose, not being too tight. Finding the middle ground, the middle way. The balance of being mindful, but also comfortable. The right amount. The right feeling. The right feeling will help us to stay content. Softly, gently, contently. So for now, we have to follow our feeling. We need to trust in ourselves. Listen to your body. Listen to your mind. What is our body and our mind telling us? Follow the comfort. Follow the relaxation. What's helping you to stay calm and more relaxed? We'll know for ourselves. Stay with the method that we enjoy, whether that's the mantra, the visualization, or both. It all depends on how busy or calm our mind is. Stay with what works. And remember, it's okay to adjust. Throughout the meditation, there's always a moment where we need to readjust, relax, and repeat. Because the stillness or the calmness will not last. And that's okay. The moment that stillness or that calmness disappears, we just need to think of what was the method we used and feel for ourselves what method, whether it's the same one or a different one. Does that method help me to get relaxed again? And it's a process. Relax and repeat. If the feeling is off, then we need to readjust, relax, and repeat. Every journey, there's a moment where we need to readjust. But the moment we readjust, it helps us to stay on course, helps us to come back to the right path and continue our journey in the right direction. Remember that meditation is a path of happiness, a path of true happiness. That means that every moment that we're on this path, we are creating that happiness inside. Every step, every moment, it adds up. The longer we stay on this path, or the sooner we readjust to come back on it, the better. To keep us on this path, we just need to maintain that balance where we feel mindful and relaxed together. So for now, let's continue to follow our feeling, to follow that relaxation. It will grow, it will expand on its own. All we need to do is nurture that feeling softly, gently, and comfortably. So let's continue to enjoy this meditation together in a peaceful silence. สัพเพพุทธาปรปัตตาปัจเจกนังชยังพลังอรหันตานาเตเชระคังปันธามิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภวันตุเต By the positivity generated in this meditation, may that positivity bless us in every way. And when we are ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes. Okay, welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a pleasant meditation, some moments of peace, even just a moment or a moment where you feel more calm, more relaxed is already success. Don't worry if it didn't last long or not. Just a moment is a good step. So before we continue, we have a time for peace photo, right? So I'll hand it over to Miss Pam.
Thank you so much, Mark Daniel. It's really wonderful session. And I believe everyone had a really wonderful experience. So before we are sharing that, let's have group photo together. Feel free to turn on your cameras, sharing your bright, big smile with each other. Wow, we have almost 100 people. All right, ready? Let's smile. Cheers. Happy. Smiling. Happy. Smile. Thank you. Thank you for a lovely smile. And next, we're going to have our Q&A session. So feel free to type down in the chat box anything that you would like to share or ask question. And may I transition back to Bang Daniel, please.
Oh, my PowerPoint disappeared. Okay, let's skip this. Like always, if you can give me a number from 1 to 5, how do you feel from the meditation? It's more of a number for yourself, but also to check in how you're feeling. Okay. Okay. And also, if you could please, if anyone has any questions, this is your time. You can send if you want to expand a little bit about that number, or if you have anything else you would like to add. Okay, we have a lot of 4s and 5s. It's okay if you feel like a 1, don't be shy. But sometimes it's, it's busy today and it's possible, right? It's more of a number for yourself to see, okay, if it's a low number, then it's okay. Then I need to meditate more later. It can help you get back. Okay, so we have a lot of 4s and 5s. Very good. So everyone's like professional. Vanessa, I feel much quieter and resilient than before. Was tired before. I might need twice more. Okay. At least you feel more quiet, more resilient, right? So that's a good step in the right direction. And as long as you don't feel as tired anymore, that's also, when you meditate correctly, you feel more refreshed, you feel recharged. That's a good sign that the meditation is doing its job, You're charging in the right place. Every time you meditate, it's like you're charging. So sometimes it's a fast charge, sometimes the charge is a little bit the connector or the cable is not as good. So you have to find the right cable or the right energy source and the right time. It's okay. But every charge adds up. At least you're not letting your battery run out too much, right? So that's the most important thing. Because if you let your battery go to zero often, your battery is gonna lose its functionality, its ability to recharge, right? So your mind's the same thing. If you let it get to zero often, it's going to be very hard to get charged when we meditate as well, because it's like it's not used to being charged often. So you have to build that habit again. Okay. When you talked about peace, I saw an elephant rub its head with mine, and that made me feel good. Saw it in your meditation, right? Okay. Before this meditation, I was very angry. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you have a peaceful image in your meditation and it makes you feel happy, makes you feel comfortable, then it's okay. You don't need to like shoo it away or change the image. The image we see, we're just an observer, and if those images help you to stay calm, help you to stay peaceful, or improve your mood, we can just observe it. And the only thing we need to change is if that image or that image is distracting or making your mood get less peaceful, less calm, less relaxing, you don't enjoy it, then that's when we need to change it. Okay. So, 1 second. Okay. Let's see if we have any questions. Is it normal to feel guilty if I'm not able to meditate daily? Yeah, I guess it's something that because we know it's good for us, so it's kind of like, I guess it's a good guilty. Like you know it's good and you want to improve yourself, and you know it's something that you should do. So look at it as okay, today, make it a goal for yourself, to try to make meditation something daily. Maybe it's not something you can do right away, but you should work towards it as a goal, and don't beat yourself up because we get distracted. This day and age is very easy to get distracted, and that's why we have programs like this and technology to also distract you into the right way, into a more calming way, and having, reminders that, oh yeah, I need to meditate. I need to take care of my mind, whether it's an app or a reminder. So try to use technology to remind you, because more often than ever, we're connected to technology. It's in your hand, it's in your pocket, it's everywhere you go. So try to use that technology to remind you going forward. Use your environment to remind you to meditate daily. And it's going to be easier. Find something that reminds you, that you keep with you, whether it's your phone, whether it's the clothes you wear, or something you see on your desk, your wallpaper on your computer at work, or something at work, your desk, or if you're somewhere in your car, try to find something that's in that space that reminds you. Ideally, something that's with you as a person, whether it's an article of clothing or your phone, to remind you that, okay, every time I look at my phone, I see this wallpaper, it reminds me to meditate. Or don't think of it as you need a daily session as a long session. It can be a moment, it can be a minute, it can be these mindful minutes that you can take throughout the day, like a little shot, a shot of peace, right? To whether it's a short one, it doesn't matter, it adds up. It's better than letting it go all day and not taking a moment to pause. Those moments to pause, your mind will thank you in the long run. When you do come down to sit for a longer session, you'll see the improvement then. Sometimes in the moment, you may not see it or think it's not adding up, but those moments will add up. It's like your mind is like clay. If you would never add some water to it, you never keep it soft. When you want to use it, it takes a while to make it soft again, right? But if you keep it hard and you never add any water to it, then it's just going to be a hard clay. And then when you come and sit down and you want to mold it into something, you can't. You have to take time to make it soft again. And throughout the day, if you take time to do these mini sessions, even though it's a moment, it keeps that clay soft. It keeps that clay from getting hard again. So it's the same idea. You have to keep your mind. So try to do it daily. Short sessions. I think you can do it, right? Don't wait for the long session every time. At least the moment you wake up, you can start there. Try to plan out your schedule. Before you eat, you can have a moment, a moment to reflect before you eat, right? And then you have 3 moments. At breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, you have 3 times you practice meditation. So just an idea. But don't feel bad. Sometimes everyone forgets, but now try to find something to remind you. Yeah, very relaxing session with a long period of stillness. Thank you for your tip from last session. It helps me a lot. Very good. Hopefully everyone can get to those periods of stillness, and you'll notice that in those long periods of stillness, that's where we learn the most, in the stillness. So, in order to listen, you have to be silent. So if you have the time to silence your mind often, you may learn a lot about yourself. Keep practicing. Very smooth and easy to attain stillness today. Looking forward for the next meditation. This is a good sign. Every time you sit and you think that if you meditated correctly, that means that today you ordered the right thing. Right? You're looking forward to the next meal. So that's the magic thing of meditation. If you practice correctly, it should feel that way. It should lead down that path where you feel it's going to be easier and easier to practice it daily too, because you're doing something that makes you feel comfortable. You're doing something that makes you feel at ease. So it's kind of like your new daily habit that you enjoy to do. It's not like, it's different than like working out. Like, yes, it makes you healthy, but you also get sore, or maybe you get tired after you do it. It's not the same. So in meditation, if you feel like you are sore and you feel tired from the meditation, that's just a sign that maybe you're trying too hard in the meditation. So in this case, is a good sign you practice the right method for the day. You order the right thing for yourself. So keep practicing. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. How do we know that relocating is not moving the problem elsewhere instead of moving it in the right place? I have a dream of living in a province, but I am wary it's moving the problem in another place. Oh. I think the thing is, no matter where we move, this comes from my master, and it really hit me, is that if our mind's not happy, no matter where we go, you won't be happy. So it doesn't matter really about, you can have the most beautiful house, the most beautiful environment, everything is perfect, but if your mind is in a bad place, all that beauty is kind of dampened automatically. Everything perfect. It's like everyone on the outside may look at you and be like, why are you upset? Like, you have everything around you is perfect, right? And it's because it's your mental, right? So he said that first you have to find that happiness inside, and before you worry about the environment. So I think that can kind of be our main motto that we have to keep in mind. Wherever we move, moving can help, but also worry about our mind first. And I think that will help us in making our decision and relocating as well. Does that make sense? Okay. I don't think it's moving the problem is not always in the destination. Sometimes the problem is in our mind too. So we move to a different destination, but that problem is still with us. It wasn't, you'll notice that it wasn't it wasn't the place that was the problem, it's still our mind. So try to see, is it the location or the place that's really the problem, or is it something inside of us that we are still lingering on, or that is following us wherever we go, like a shadow? If that makes sense. Hopefully. That was an amazing session. During the meditation, I focused on my breathing. My mind was able to focus brought a relaxing feeling as a result. Very well, good. That, like, if your method is following your breathing, that's great. If you get to a moment where you feel more relaxed, then that's a good sign. And also take a moment to also let go of your breath in the future, to see, like, because remember, in the end, we kind of want to get to this point of stillness. So even following your breath or focusing on your breath, you're still using a light mindfulness of following your breath, right? You're not completely letting go. So I want you to take the next step is, once you feel that your mind is starting to get more relaxed, more calm, try to be brave and let go of the breath for a moment. See what happens. And if your mind gets bombarded with thoughts again, okay, go back to your breath. But if your mind starting to feel even lighter as you let go of your breath, then follow that feeling as well. Okay. From Jeffrey, I also like doing my meditation throughout the day in short sessions. I prefer that because it allows me to relax more in the long run. Exactly. And mix it together. I do the same thing, is I have a time to maintain and a time to improve. I juggle those two times. When I'm busy, I try to keep the time or meditate enough to keep me charged to maintain the feeling that I have. Like for now, let's say your best feeling in meditation, for yourself, this is the feeling I enjoy and I want to maintain that feeling. So you this will be helpful if you journal to yourself, like how many minutes a day I need to feel like this, how many hours a day I have to feel like this, or throughout the week. So ideally, if you can take some time to, journal that, and you have to find that feeling for yourself. Okay, if I meditate, like break it up into mini sessions and I get to like an hour throughout the day, and I feel this peaceful calmness that I always get when I sit, I can maintain that feeling. So I juggle between that okay, at least no matter how busy I am, I'll try to get an hour, for example. And when I actually am free and I have more time, like on the weekend, or I'm not going anywhere, I'm not traveling, I'm not teaching, then I have more time to meditate. And that's when I'll dive into, the 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, for example. But for you, it's like the same idea. Like if you don't have to wait, you have to juggle for yourself, because I know life is busy. You have work throughout the day. So maybe throughout the week, you can't sit long. But when it comes to like Saturday or Sunday, you have some more time. So try to get that time in then, right? And ideally, throughout the year, you may have some time throughout your year that you can come and meditate for 7 days, come on a retreat, or go into like, some place that you can go on vacation mentally as well. And that can help to improve. So it's a balance. Because in the end, if we just maintain, then it's also okay. I mean, it depends on your own personal goal, right? If you want to just maintain that feeling of peace, that's enough for you, you're content with that, that's okay. But if you want to go deeper and see the other things in meditation or feel a deeper sense of peace, then you need more time with it as well, just like anything, right? The more time you put it into it, the more benefit you'll see as well. Thank you very much. I've been feeling a lot of disappointment lately. I have not felt a lot of kindness. I'm glad I feel so much better now. Yeah, exactly. A lot of the disappointment can come from the outside and also come from inside of us, and we don't even realize it, right? So when we meditate, it's a form of self-healing, right? Your mind starts to let go. Your mind starts to find that happiness that's inside of you, and it's always inside of you. It's like a sun that's always shining, but sometimes it gets covered by clouds. Sometimes you're not looking at it. You're in your house and you close the shades, and even though it's shining outside, it's dark in your house, right? Because you don't let the light in. But actually the sun is shining all the time, right? Even at nighttime it's shining, but we're on the other side of the world, right? So we don't see it. But it's the same thing. The happiness inside of you is always there. The positivity inside of you is always there, but sometimes it's covered by something. And when we take the time to sit, relax, meditate, that brightness, that feeling comes back because you're taking away the thing that was blocking it. When you meditate correctly, it moves that. You get back to it. So it's a good sign you meditate correctly today in this session, right? How can we meditate? How can we use meditation to overcome fear and anxiety? Good question. I think as you meditate, you learn that you can change the channel, you can change the focus. And fear and anxiety comes from your mind focusing or fixating on something, whether it's people, a situation, or a spider, or a sense of I'm scared of heights, or whatever it may be. It's because you're focusing on the height, you're focusing on the spider, you're focusing on the project coming up, the deadline coming up. So it's making you feel anxiety, right? But when we meditate, it's like you change that focus from that. You learn how to change the channel from that to, okay, I want to stay with this thought, this feeling. So as we meditate more, you get more in control of changing the channel. It's like in the past, you lost the remote. So you want to change the channel, but it's stuck on replay on that thing that you fear. And you're stuck with that feeling. You're stuck with that sensation, and you can't change it. So when we meditate often, it's like, okay, I can change it. I can come back to the mantra. I can come back to my breath. I can come back to, this is why it's so important to practice every day, because it's really about consistency, and you have to feel and get used to changing, get used to switching, get used to coming back often. And when you do that, it's kind of like habit that you build, and you get in control of switching. Like, do I still get scared? Yes. Do I still feel anxiety? Yes. But I can switch. I can switch quicker and quicker and quicker to the point where I know that, okay, now I'm scared, come back to my center, come back to my breath, come back to where I feel safe. And then the fear, the anxiety will start to go away, right? And it's actually a very good technique, right? When in the past, I'm not a good public speaker, and one of the ceremonies or one of the places we have to go to, like one of the places I went to recently is like the Borobudur temple in Indonesia. And there was about 5,000 people to come and meditate, right? So when I first went, of course, there's a moment of anxiety or stress. I have to lead meditation to 5,000 people or 10,000 people in these sessions. And there's people from the government, there's all these different people, and I'm worried that they won't enjoy it and all this stuff. And my mind's focused on the outside. But then I remind myself that, hey, you have to calm down. You have to lead the meditation. So, right, I close my eyes, I relax. And the good thing is that the moment you close your eyes, all those people disappear. And then go back to your calm place, come back to your feeling of peacefulness, and then you can do it. So it's the same idea. Change your focus from the fear and the anxiety and come to where you feel peaceful and you feel calm again. And you'll notice you'll start to get in control of yourself more, your mind more. I had a relaxing and refreshing meditation day. I took a short trip to a chicken farm. Using the visualization technique, staying there, watching the chicken play around was peaceful for me. Interesting. Yeah, you can do something like that. It's fine. As long as it's like, peaceful chicken where you can stay with it. The image is peaceful, the sound is peaceful. Some people may be annoyed with it, but for you it's peaceful and that's okay. That's the key thing, right? It's like counting sheep or whatever image you want to use, you can use, but the image or the technique is peaceful for you. There's no right or wrong. It's what you feel peaceful with that helps you to stay mindful. But in the end, the picture you use or the image you use, the technique you use, remember that the end goal is to be still. So try to slowly make the image less and less, like you're using less and less of your mind. For example, if you're imagining the beach, in the beginning you may imagine a full scene, right? Or for example, you're imagining the chicken farm. You see all these chickens, you see the whole farm, right? But try to slowly fade it to be more simple. From all 10 chickens, you come back to one chicken that you like and stay with that one chicken. And then eventually maybe the chicken lays an egg and you stay with the egg, and then stay with the egg until you feel peaceful and calm, and then slowly make the image less and less and less, because in the end we want to get to stillness, right? We don't want to keep imagining this huge image, because in the end, and then it's similar to thinking even though you feel peaceful, right? If that makes sense. You kind of want to narrow it down until you get to one image, and then you can also let go of that image as well. That's the main goal. Okay, I think that's no more questions.
All right. Thank you so much, Mang Daniel. Just a wonderful session indeed. And thank you for spending your valuable time guiding and sharing your knowledge with all of us. So may I invite everyone pay respect to Mang Daniel by bowing 3 times to wrap up the session. Let's bow. Second bow. And third bow.
May everyone be able to meditate easily, attain the peace within themselves, and be able to connect to it quickly, easily, and more powerfully, and stay healthy in body and mind, and continue to meditate daily as a habit, as a goal, forevermore.
Too, and thank you so much for a wonderful blessing, and looking forward to see you more often. And thank you so much everyone for joining, and looking forward to see you as well, and coming on Thursday. For now, have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye bye.